Today, we're diving into linear programming, a powerful tool used in business, economics, and optimization. Specifically, we'll explore how to minimize cost or maximize profit when producing two products under certain constraints. Let's break it down step by step. Imagine you run a furniture business producing tables and chairs. Each product generates profit, but you have limited resources, like labor hours, raw materials, and machine time. The goal is to determine how many tables and chairs to produce to maximize profit while staying within these constraints. Let's define our profit function. Suppose each table earns $50 in profit, while each chair earns $22 in profit. Let X be the number of tables produced and Y be the number of chairs produced. Then, our objective function is total profit. P is equal to 50x plus 22y. Our goal is to maximize P, but we must respect our constraints. Let's introduce the three key constraints. There is a maximum of 240 labor hours per week. Each table requires 4 hours, and each chair requires 2 hours. The inequality that represents this constraint is 4x plus 2y less than or equal to 240, since all the furniture will need to be built in 240 hours or less. Due to customer demands, you need to make at least 50 products in total. This means that the minimum number of tables and chairs combined is 50. This constraint is represented by x plus y greater than or equal to 50. The company must produce a minimum of 20 chairs. This constraint is represented by the inequality y greater than or equal to 20. Since we can't produce negative items, x is greater than or equal to 0, and y is greater than or equal to 0. These inequalities define a feasible region where the optimal solution lies. To find the combination of tables and chairs that will maximize profits, we need to graph these constraints on the coordinate plane. We'll do this by first drawing the line associated with each inequality. The line associated with the first constraint is 4x plus 2y equals 240. To draw this line, we can determine where it cuts each axis. The line cuts the x-axis when y equals 0. Hence, we are left with 4x equals 240. Divide both sides by 4, and we get x equals 60. So the line cuts the x-axis at 60. The line cuts the y-axis when x equals 0. Hence, we are left with 2y equals 240. Divide both sides by 2, and we get e equals 120. So the line cuts the y-axis at 120. Connect the points, and we have our line. The line associated with the third constraint is x plus y equals 50. The line cuts the x-axis when y equals 0. Hence, we are left with x equals 50. So the line cuts the x-axis at 50. The line cuts the y-axis when x equals 0. Hence, we are left with y equals 50. So the line cuts the y-axis at 50. Connect the points, and we have our line. The line associated with another constraint is y equals 20. There is no x variable in the equation, which means that the line only cuts the y-axis. So we draw a line parallel to the x-axis, intersecting y at 20. The area where all inequalities overlap represents all possible production combinations. Now, we test the corner points of this region in the profit function P equals 50x plus 22y. The point that gives the highest profit is our optimal solution. For the shape in the feasible region, the corner points are 50, 20, also 30, 20. We also have 0, 0, 50, and 0, 120. We substitute each pair of values into the profit function one at a time. The profit P is at its maximum when x equals 50 and y equals 20. We get a total profit of $2,940. Hence, it is in the company's best interest to produce 50 tables, 20 chairs, if the goal is to maximize profits. Let's look at another linear programming problem. A farmer grows X acres of peas and Y acres of tomatoes. He only has 12 acres of land to do his farming. The inequality that represents this constraint is X plus Y less than or equal to 12, since the farmer can choose to use all 12 acres of land or less. The farmer must plant at least 2 acres of peas and at least 3 acres of tomatoes. The inequalities that represent these two constraints are X greater than or equal to 2 and Y greater than or equal to 3. The final constraint states that the number of acres of tomatoes must not be more than twice the number of acres of peas. The inequality that represents this constraint is Y less than or equal to 2x. Now let's draw the lines associated with the inequalities. The first line is x plus y equals 12. The line cuts the x-axis when y equals 0. When y equals 0, we get x equals 12, so the line cuts the x-axis at 12. The line cuts the y-axis when x equals 0. When x equals 0, we get y equals 12, so the line cuts the y-axis at 12. Connect the points, and we have our graph of x plus y equals 12. Two other associated lines are x equals 2 and y equals 3. The line x equals 2 cuts the x-axis at 2 and runs parallel to the y-axis, while the line y equals 3 cuts the y-axis at 3 and runs parallel to the x-axis. The final line is y equals 2x. The best approach is to create a table of values to get 2 points on the line. Note that y equals 2x means that the y-coordinate is 2 times the x-coordinate. So if x equals 0, y is 2 times 0, which is 0. Hence 0, 0 is a point on the line. When x equals 3, y is equal to 2 times 3, which is 6. Hence the line passes through the point 3. Notice that the y-coordinate is twice whatever the x-coordinate is for all the points on the line. The region that satisfies all 4 inequalities will be below the line y equals 2x, since the inequality is y less than or equal to 2x. We have 4 corner points from the shape formed. The farmer makes a profit of $75 on each acre of peas and a profit of $50 on each acre of tomato. Therefore, the profit function is P equals 75x plus 50y. Now let's determine which pair of coordinates at the corner points gives the maximum value of P. We'll substitute each pair one at a time. When x equals 2 and y equals 4, profit equals $350. When x equals 2 and y equals 3, profit equals $300. When x equals 4 and y equals 8, profit equals $700. When x equals 9 and y equals 3, profit equals $825. The maximum profit is $825. Therefore, the farmer should plant 9 acres of peas and 3 acres of tomatoes if his aim is to maximize profit. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment if you'd like to see more real-world applications of linear programming. Until next time, keep calculating.